This is my artist creative brain dump for the end of October. I just finished my first art auction. It's the first of its kind where I did a silent auction over the course of a week. And honestly, it went really well, but there are a few things about it that I wish had gone better. First, I am very thankful to all of my supporters and everyone who made the auction happen. I really do appreciate that there are people who want my art in their space. And I think one of the biggest lessons that I learned from hosting this auction is that if you have an idea and there are limitations, you have to just go for it anyway, get the reps in. You can't let all of these little things that you would nitpick stop you from actually getting started. I do plan on doing more of these auctions, especially because I think this really does have a strong premise to be the majority way that I sell my art. However, I will say that I thought I was going to be able to use social media a little bit better to promote the auction. I heard from a lot of friends that I would make videos and they just didn't even see them, which is kind of a shame. I was hoping that I could not only make videos and attract more people into the auction, but even just use socials as a way to tell the people who already follow me that I'm doing this thing. And I think that ultimately that comes down to the fact that I'm kind of living in a weird algorithmic hell, but it's one of my own making, in the fact that I was doing a lot of like flex and paint content for a long time where I would have half of my account be for fitness and half of my account be for art. And it was just really confusing whenever I'd post an art video to my fitness audience, and I think my engagement would tank. So I recently decided to split my two accounts. So I'm gonna have just a fitness account and just an art account. And a lot of this decision was also spurred by the fact that I joined a content group, which I'm really excited about. It has a bunch of creatives who are all on their own path for making stuff happen with social media. And I'm really inspired to create more stuff and work with them to try to improve my own videos and continue to share some of the stuff that I'm working on. So right off the top of my head, I'm thinking about all of the things that I do want to make. I want to make a video about how I made my technical setup for the art auction, what I learned from the art auction itself, and then more stuff to come for future auctions. I know that as I continue to improve my content and as I refine a little bit more with my algorithm, it's kind of only on the way up from here. So I'm really happy that the auction went well and that it showed that I could even do this. So I think it's only going to get better from here. I think that my old premise of making flex and paint content was definitely very easy for me to make, but I realized lately that it's not necessarily geared towards the content that I would want to watch, nor is it geared towards the people that I want to educate. Particularly with art and fitness, I think it's going to be a lot clearer if I continue to share the knowledge that I have, and I'm planning on making some dedicated video courses specifically around getting started in the gym, as well as some beginning oil painting methods and creativity. I really would love to teach more about my creative process and the ways that I found to retain creative momentum, reduce anxiety around creation, and all these other steps that are healthy for having a good creative practice. So stay tuned for those, and I'll see you guys next time.